Jane children, welcome back to our online EVS class. Hope all are doing well. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, chapter 17. Here comes a letter. Children, this chapter is about means of communication. It particularly tells about letters. What do you mean by communication? Communication means to exchange thoughts, opinions or information among people. It is a part of our life.
In olden days, messages were sent through messengers and pigeons. In modern times, communication has evolved lots of changes. There are three main means of communication, namely postal communication, telecommunication and mass communication. The postal system is one of the popular means of communication. It includes postcards, letters, telegram, speed post, etc. Telecommunication means communicating over a distance. It includes mobile phones, telephones, radio, etc. Mass communication means exchanging of information to large number of people at the same time. Various means of mass communication are newspaper, magazines, internet, etc. The letter writes his journey from one place to another. The letter says that a girl named Reena wrote him. She wrote the letter to her friend Ahmed. Reena posted the letter in a letter box. The postman took the letter out the next day and put him in a big bag. The letter reached the post office after a ride with the postman. There, the letter was stamped upon. The stamp belonged to Agartala and thus the journey began. After the letter was stamped, the postman put him in an even bigger bag along with many other letters. They were all going to Delhi. The red van of the post office dropped the bag of letters at the railway station. From there, they boarded the train for Delhi. After 5 to 6 days of the journey, the letters reached Delhi. The letters were sorted as per the addresses written on them. Once the letter was stamped, finally he was dropped at Ahmed's house by the postman. Children, this is the journey of a letter in his own words. Children, now locate Delhi on the map of India. Given below is the journey of a letter shown through pictures. The pictures are not in a sequence. Arrange these to get the correct sequence by putting number in the circles. Children, the letters are carried from one place to another by the following ways. First, we write a letter to convey our message to our dear ones or to some other person. Then we post the letter in the letter box. The postman collects the letter from the letter box. He takes the letter to the post office. He stamps the letter. Letters are sorted and sent through different means of transport. The letters are then sorted as per the areas. Postman collects letters and delivers them to receiver. Letter is finally received by receiver. Reena wrote a letter to Ahmed. Write a letter to your friend in the class. Don't forget to write your friend's name. Children, let us make a letter box for the class. Take an empty shoe box. Paint it with red color or paste red paper on it. With the help of scissors, make a slit in the cover of the box. The slit should be big enough for letters to be put in. Bring some letters from home to school. See how many different types of letters are there. What difference do you see in these letters? Some letters are postcards, some are envelopes, etc. Which letters have stamps on them? All the letters have stamps on them. Are all the stamps similar? What are the differences? No, all the stamps are not similar. They have different pictures, as well as different prices mentioned on them. Have you seen the stamp of the post office on these letters? Yes, I have. Collect different types of stamps and paste them below. How did your letter reach your friend? It reached because your friend's name and address was written on it. Write your full address on the postcard given below. Write your name, address and PIN number, that is postal index number. Reena's letter reached Delhi by train. How do you think letters reached distant places when there were no trains? When there were no trains, letters used to be carried to distant places by people, pigeons and horses. Visit a post office. Visit a post office near your house or school. Observe how letters reach here and are sent from here. Children must visit their nearby post office to see the entire operation. What are the different kinds of items available? What are their costs? Write your own answers here. Can you send a message to your friend outside India using the postcard that Reena used? No, I can't send message to my friend outside India using the postcard that Reena used. What other work takes place here? Many works take place in post office such as money transfer, saving account, fixed deposit, etc. What is this? What are Russia and her Appa saying to each other about letter? Appa, do you know, today we learned about the journey of a letter in the class. I want to write a letter to Nani. You can write a letter. I am going to make a phone call. If you want, you can also come along. Russia tells her elder sister that she wants to write a letter to her grandmother. They go to a nearby shop in the village to make a call. She dials the number and they both talk to their grandmother. Then she gave money to the shopkeeper. Where all have you seen telephones? I have seen telephones at the offices, schools, colleges, etc. With whom do you talk on the telephone? I talk to my friends on the telephone. Which of the two do you like more? Writing a letter or making a phone call? Why? Children, you can write your own answer here. Telephones are of different types. Draw pictures of telephones you have seen. Make your own telephone. For this, you need 2 empty matchboxes or ice cream cups and thread. Make holes in both the matchboxes or ice cream cups. Pass a thread through both the holes. Tie knots on both the ends of the thread. Your telephone is now ready. Ask your friend to put one end of the phone next to his ear and you hold the other end close to your mouth. Take care that the thread remains stretched and does not touch anywhere. We wrote a letter. We also made a phone call. What are the similarities and differences between a letter and a phone call? Similarities. Both are used for carrying messages. Both can be used anywhere in the world. Differences. We can hear the voice of other person on phone but not in case of letter. Letters take some time to reach the destination. On phone, our message instantly reaches the other person. Phone is costlier than letter. What are the other means of sending messages if there is no post office? We can send messages through phones, internet, etc.
Okay children, read the lesson and complete the textual exercise. Stay safe. Thank you.